Year 12s. In this video, I'm going to talk you through filling in your student evidence sheet for the first assignment, food safety at breakfast. So by now you have completed your cooking prac, and it's time now to provide some evidence of your cooking practical in written and photographic form. Basically, you have to imagine that if someone was to pick up this piece of work and they weren't there on the day to see or taste or smell your food, that they can still get a good understanding of exactly what you did during your practical and why you achieved, hopefully, such a good mark. All right, how to fill it in? Oh, first of all, I probably should also say this is also in the all-inclusive food safety at breakfast document, right underneath the action plan and your practical marking rubric. So we are now on page 7. All right, it asks you to complete this pro forma document about your practical activity using dot points and photographs with captions. So the first thing to do is start with your dot points. All right, and I've given you some hints over this side about exactly what to fill in. So you should at least aim to have 1 dot point, if not more, 2 or 3, for each of these in italic. The first point we want to cover is implementation of appropriate techniques. This is about the technical aspect of your cooking. So I asked you first of all for a dot point or multiple about particular cooking techniques that you used. All right, your dish should have included at least 3 different kind of key components or key skills. One of those would be the making of your drink, and then probably 2 in your breakfast. So in dot points, explain what those skills were. Was it poaching an egg? Was it creating a pesto or sauteing a vegetable ragu? Whatever it was, you want to dot point that here. Secondly, any key equipment or key skills used to execute your key techniques. All right, was a food processor key to making your pesto? All right, was an oven used to bake your baked eggs? All right, what key equipment or skills had an impact on your prac? This could also be knife skills as well if you had to fine dice something or use any precision cuts. Let's scan down to the second one. The second section is asking you to include, information about generating and maintaining quality control during preparation and the serving of your food. So this is all about maintaining a high quality, consistency and a good standard. So first of all, portion, right? How much did you serve? And was there a particular reason behind that? For example, to suit the cafe, or 2 eggs as they were the main component of the dish, or sort of the star of the dish. Presentation and flavour. Okay, so how did you maintain quality of flavour or balance of flavour? Any key flavour combinations? And presentation, how did you ensure that it was presented to a high standard, including sauces, garnishes, layers, scattering, using an image to guide you? Any of those things can be included there. Suitability for the cafe chosen, so explaining how it links with either their current menu or something that they could add to their menu, and the key parts of your recipe that suit the style of the cafe that you chose. Write a dot point or 2 about that. Let's move down now to organise and manage your time. So first of all, did you use a time plan? Did you trial your recipe at home? Time management during your practical. Did you follow your time plan? Did you set timers? Were you using a watch or a clock? And timing during cooking, again, did you have to time things on your oven timer or keep an eye on things and check them after 15 minutes of baking, for example? Anything to do with time management, please list that there. Organise and managing your resources. So first of all, your preparation and things you brought along with you to the prac. Did you bring your own tinware, for example, or a plate that you particularly wanted to use? Did you bring along a copy of your recipe and your cafe logo to make a professional presentation photo? Any equipment and extra items that you had to source or bring from home or organise or check were available beforehand? And then, of course, organisation of your kitchen workspace during your practical. Did you have your mise en place sorted before you started actually cooking? Lastly, and really, really importantly, this is where you need lots of detail, is all about your safe food handling practices. You might be able to get some hints from your action plan, but definitely covering everything from collecting your high-risk foods and your other foods, but particularly focusing on your high-risk foods. Did you check the package dates? Did you check for damage? Did you feel the temperature? All right, how did you store them or prepare them as you were cooking? How did you serve them? Did you do any temperature control? Did you test them with a thermometer or store them in the fridge or freezer? And also your cleanup. Okay, all steps taken in the areas of food safety, everything from washing your hands at the start until cleaning your kitchen right at the end. Now that will help to guide you with exactly what photos to put where, so I always suggest using the dot points first, then go through all your photos and see if you can find some that link with the dot points here, all right, and insert them over here. To save time and coming up with new captions, if you inserted a photo of yourself or your ingredients and it relates to one of your cooking techniques. For example, if you have a picture of your eggs baking in the oven and it links with your dot point here about using the oven to bake at a specific temperature, then you can just copy and paste that dot point and excuse me, and use it as your caption. All right, that way it saves you doubling up and doing extra writing. So make sure you try and have photos or multiple photos for each of the boxes. And if you need more room, that's absolutely fine. You can include another page or multiple pages. You want to give the reader or the SACE marker every opportunity to understand how your prac went and the key skills that you showed on the day. I think that's it. Good luck with your evidence sheet.